Hello my lovelies and welcome back to Sondering Tarot. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. This is your Pisces new moon reading. This is good for the 9th, 10th, and 11th of March 2024. We'll be using several decks as you can see. The main deck we'll be using is the Guardian of the Night Tarot. We'll also be using Believe in Your Own Magic, the Familiar Spirit Oracle, Queen of the Moon Oracle, and the Divina Serenity Oracle to clarify. I will list those in the description box down below. And if you don't want to watch the fast forward of my shuffling while I get your cards out on the table, please look at the description box down below. There will be timestamps you can fast forward to the reading. Alright, now let us begin. Alright, my lovelies. All your cards are out on the table. I do have quite a few, so bear with me. We're going to get into your overall energy. And no, I really haven't looked too much at these, so we'll discover them together. We start off with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Empress, the Five of Pentacles, and Four of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and we end on the Queen of Swords. Okay. There's almost like rebirth energy here. Things that haven't been going so well. We kind of get a new fresh start here with this Empress. Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the stagnation and the negative that we might be holding on to, the aspects not working out well. We actually get that, like I said, it feels like almost like a rebirth. So we're revisiting those, using them to benefit us, something to grow from. Okay. Which does kind of speak to me of foundation work, or at least realizing failures, mistakes, you know, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, how things played out, and knowing where you should have made changes for the better. Two different paths. Maybe one was good, one was bad. You took the bad one. But realizing, okay, if I would have went here, it would have been more beneficial, so this is what the outcome would have been. So even if this is in hindsight, there's knowledge to be gained. There's things that are still helpful for you to apply in the future. Or at this point, if you are able to catch this in the current moment, you get the opportunity to correct it right away. Or even if you're faced with a choice, you're able to see it. To see all the pathways things could go or not go. And correct, you know, course correct. Pick the right direction from the get-go. It's almost like you see the train wreck before it even happens. If that's the energy you're tapping into. So instead of it being hindsight and having to have that more rebirth energy that I'm sensing coming through and fixing past mistakes, instead you see new avenues, new pathways, new routes to go, as they appear. You're able to foresee the train wrecks. You're able to also see all the benefits, all the rewards, all the opportunities, all the good stuff as well. Because you can't have one without the other. We live in planet duality. So you get both. Okay. And here first, we're going to see what they have to add for your overall energy. Have to lift the card in just a sec. What else do we have for my lovelies for their overall energy? Okay, let's try that again. Hope without an interruption. We have Princess. You can be your own knight. Yeah, and foresee things all on your own. Sun, paint the sun back into your sky. Turn things around. See things before they actually happen. See things how they're going to play out. Like I said, we live on planet duality, the good and the bad. Once you start seeing both ends of the spectrum, especially ahead of time, you're able to move better. Dragons, slay them all. Overcome your own obstacles. Overcome your own past mistakes. And if anyone's hindering you, well, there's pathways available now to circumnavigate anyone that might hold you back. Hey, Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. Sometimes the best thing in order to gain clarity is to walk away from something for a minute. Focus elsewhere. Nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. Yeah, don't let things distract you so much that maybe you will overlook things in the moment. That might be where I'm getting that rebirth energy, the nostalgia, the looking in hindsight. For some of you are going to have to do this in hindsight simply because you weren't fully present and aware of things as they were playing out to catch them. Voyage. You already have all the answers. Yeah, all the information is there. You just have to focus and be able to pay attention to it to access it. And before I was interrupted, they were pointing out the Seven of Pentacles, because they have all the cobwebs around each of the pentacles. Everything is connected. You have all the answers. You already have all the answers. All the information's there. The only thing of it is that now you're going to be able to start to put things together, to make those connections, to start to see them. Like I said, the good, the bad. That way you can see how everything pans out. What else do we have for all my lovelies for their overall energy? We have release. We literally have the Four of Pentacles here. There's certain negative things that perhaps we've been holding on to. Sometimes the quickest way to make something better is to literally drop something. You've been carrying too much? Is that the reason why you haven't progressed? Even if you're on the right path, have you not progressed because you're weighed down too much? Is that it? Let's see. Okay, we have several cards here, and you may not be familiar with this deck. Hedgehog, protection of the inner child. Hen, maternal approach. Hippopotamus, the master of emotions. Crab, defense of the inner self. Parrot, communication. Okay. Interesting that that came out. Because I did ask if maybe you were holding too much. And some of you might actually have things stemming from childhood. Either mothering issues, parenting issues, emotional trauma from childhood. Either that, or you're going to have to learn how to nurture yourself, mother yourself, remother yourself. Ooh. Pay attention to how you're, projecting yourself internally. How you're talking to yourself. Is it positive? Is it negative? Okay. Champion yourself. Why? Because when you don't do that, you just weigh yourself down. Okay. Guess that answers that question. And once I pick up my mess, we will move on to our next section. Alright, and next we're going to look at obstacles. Okay, my lovelies. Obstacle. We have the Ten of Cups. And I apologize for my dog. You can probably hear him. We have the Nine of Cups. The Eight of Cups. And the Seven of Cups. Okay. What is happiness? What makes us happy? What's the road to happiness? If I go left, do I go right? Or if I take 3 steps back, does it lead to happiness? Oh. That seems to be an interesting thing showing up. In fact, you might feel that happiness is a thing of the past. That you've left happiness behind. That all your good luck, all the happy days, carefree days, are already behind you. And you're wondering, how do you get back to that? That's a big obstacle, I confess. Okay, which one do you want first? Find yourself again, to make your inner and outer world as happy as possible, for it to be a place that you want to be. That's a big obstacle. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Peace. Yeah. To have peace, to have harmony, to have enough closure and positivity to be happy and content where you are in the present moment. Not to be concerned about where your happiness is in the future, where it was in the past. Here, now, to be content with where you are now. Why? Because now's where you live for the moment. And things are ever evolving, ever changing. The past is gone. The present isn't here yet. It can always change, but the now is what you got. Alright. Anything else for obstacle? We have purification. Balance. Beauty. Blessings. And sovereignty. Yeah, you're the only one who creates your reality. Whether you perceive something good, something bad, something horrible, something beautiful. Whether you see something as the worst thing to ever experience or what blessing. It's in your power to either be at peace and in harmony with your reality, to be happy, to enjoy the moment, to have peace, to have that connection, to see the magic and wonder in everything, or to see the negative and think things will never get better. Things are meaningless. Things are always better in the past or in the future because you don't like where you're presently at. Okay. Any last thing for obstacle before we move on? Princess, you can be your own knight. We already had this card. It's a repeat card. And yes, you can champion yourself. You can champion your own world. You have a say in creating and living in your own world, your own reality. You have the power to change it. Okay. Move on. Next, we're going to look at blessings. Alright, my lovelies. We start off with the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, ooh, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and the High Priestess. Ooh, I like. Why? Because the world's your oyster. There's a lot available to you. Not only resources, not only love, not only great emotions, but connection. Connection to yourself, connection to your higher self, connection to others, connection to your world, and beyond that. Even if you currently don't see it, think it's absent. It's there. You have all the answers. It's just you have to wake up to it. And he will. The day will dawn. It's okay. So what is subconscious just needs to be made conscious in a format. All that. And I have to say, the High Priestess is the most poignant card right here, because that's what they're blessing you with, is to make you aware. Not only to make the answers loud and clear, to make sure that you're, they're heard, they're understood. But to point out they've always been there. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are going through even a spiritual awakening. Asking deeper meaning questions about life. Maybe not a midlife crisis, but what is my life purpose? What is the point of this? Where's my happiness? What does it all mean? Lessons. Okay. And those answers will come. You'll realize all the puzzle pieces have been there. They were always there. It's just you may not have had them in context. Extremes. Yeah, they're going to extreme measures. Change. And patience. Patience, of course, patience. The road that lies ahead. Okay. You might actually be so focused on the road that lies ahead and the happiness there that you forget what is in the present moment. Or more focused on how to get from point A to point B that you forget to live in the moment, to connect in the moment. And that's what they're going to extremes to really change, is to teach you patience. You'll get there. It'll be okay. Don't agonize and, stress yourself out about things 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, when you've wasted today and you'll probably do that tomorrow. And you don't look forward to tomorrow because you're worried about something so far in the future that it's a little bit hard to grasp. Okay. There's more of a better connection to here, to now. Okay. They're bringing up a new energy for me, and someone out there that's kind of a really small energy. When will I be healed? When will things get better? When will things be less painful? Okay. This probably ties back to that mother wound, childhood trauma, parenting issues. If we're focused on being healed in the future and we feel broken now, we may not see the answers. Of how good we are now or how far we've progressed. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I'm going to disconnect from that energy. And we have two cards that came out while I was connecting to that energy. We have Flower, be honest with yourself. And Tree, let them go. Worries, concerns. What I said with the patience card. Down the road. If we're so focused on down the road that we're latched onto the future, yeah, we may need to let go of that perspective, that grasp on future events or possibilities in order to receive the blessings of now, to see the blessings of now. Ooh, okay. All right. That was a very huge slap, and they gave us tons of cards. Apologies while I shoot a whole bunch. Badger, I fight for what I want. Bat, meeting with the shadow. Yeah, you have all the answers. They're all there lurking in the shadow aspect. You just have to know how to tap into the more positive side to gain clarity, perspective, to overcome, or in this case, in order to be grounded and present, to enjoy the present, to connect with everything that you need to connect with without getting distracted. Dragonfly, breaking free from illusion. Speaking of distraction, there you go. To see with clarity. Lamb, immaculate purity. Snake, transmutation of emotions. Lynx, hidden truth. Bear, the power of introspection. Sloth, slowing down. Owl, wisdom. Rhino, solitude and ambition. And lion, healthy ego. Okay. The answers are there. You just have to realize, I guess, the extreme way, since they gave me the word extreme, to make the right connections, the healthy ones, to put things in perspective. How good do you really have it? Pretty well. Let's face it, a lot of us take certain things for granted. We actually have a longer list of things that are going well, even without us being aware of it. Are we alive? Yes. Do we have everything we need? Do we have clothes on our backs? Do we have places to live? Do we have food to eat every day? For some of us, do we have an income? Do we have transportation to that source of income? You know, if need be. Do we have support of some kind? Whether that is from ourselves, from a spiritual aspect, from family, friends. You may not realize it. The world is more connected and ingrained in you than what you think. You just have to learn how to read the manual. And next we'll be looking at advice. Alright, our advice. We start off with the Six of Cups, followed by the Ace of Cups, the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, followed by the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Past fulfillment, happiness, joy, positive emotions, spiritual connection. We're able to have that. not only again, but continue with it in the future. We have that power. We have that capability to have happier friends and family, to have a more conducive emotional state, to enjoy our life, as well as the 3D world and the spiritual realm as well. It may take some of us some bold moves to reorientate ourselves, to act accordingly, to chase that happiness. Apologies. We're actually pointing out the little sun that's on the Ace of Cups. You know, to be happy in our emotions, to be happy in our life. We have what it takes. We act like our own sovereignty, to see our own joy, to create our own joy. We can do that. We can readily do that. Like I said, we just kind of have to learn how to read the manual. But it is within our power. We have a pleasure. Balance. This is the second time we've gotten balance. And beauty. Also the second time we've gotten beauty, only both from a different deck. Yeah, to do the things we love. To see the beauty everywhere. To see the joy, the happiness, the great things, the blessings, the positivity, the things that are worth it everywhere. We're capable of that. They're pointing out the butterflies flying around on this card. And you also have butterflies on the beauty card. We've had several cards with butterflies. Butterflies are a symbol of transition, change, metamorphosis. So changing how we perceive the positive. What do we consider enjoyment? What do we consider happy? They're bringing that energy of happiness is a thing of the past energy back. I had it then, but I can't have it in the future. I don't have it now. Where did it go? Ooh. No, it didn't go anywhere. We literally have the power. And the control. We act as our own sovereign. To bring any happiness back into our life in the present moment, to have peace, to not feel out of control, out of whack, to always be missing things, to always feel like happiness is a far removed subject or a far removed emotion that we aren't entitled to. Okay, which one? Yeah, fox, cunningness. Ladybug, time of luck. Deer, virtuous lifestyle. Dog, friendship. Dolphin, find the best in myself. Dragon, The power of being. Spider, endless opportunities. Yeah, it's all there for the taking. It's all there for you to utilize, to tap into, to connect with. Like I said, learning to read the manual. It's not that happiness has escaped you, or that it's not there, or that spirituality has escaped you either. Joy, friendship, connection, spirituality. I'm getting several different things this month. It's not one particular area, so please take whatever resonates and leave the rest. By all means, it is a general reading. The point is that things are being highlighted for us. And you have all the power. You have the capability. Queen of Wands. It's there. It's there for the taking. If you can slow down and refocus enough, give yourself permission, maybe fight a couple of demons, depending on whether or not you're one of my watchers that has the childhood trauma or parenting issues, and seize the opportunity for yourself to be happy, to decide to be happy, to allow yourself to be happy, to create your happiness if you don't got it, or you want more of it. And last but not least, we'll be looking at the unexpected. Let me start off with the Ace of Wands, the Three of Cups, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Star, Tower, the Devil, Temperance, Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Hermit reversed, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, and the Fool in the reverse. Unexpected change. Probably don't want to say hard won, but it might kind of sneak up on you a little bit. This is us actually being proactive, given the time, to overcome some things that have been rather difficult. To make new connections, to be more supported, and to learning how to make the right moves for that, to get it ourselves. Aided with emotion. Yeah, the power to overcome. Star card to heal. Yeah, healing action. Changes that not only free us and confront any sort of obstacles, disconnection we've had, but to counterbalance all of that. To foster better connection. Okay, let's see what more is here. What else they have to say to clarify. As much as they're going to extremes for things, like I said, it might sneak up on you. You may not realize how one small action will make really big change for betterment. Ooh, protection. Yeah, they're just pointing at the human in this card. You're basically the egg. You're being protected. The changes. Changes. Butterflies. Metamorphosis. Change. Egg. Okay. A lot of you are going to be in a spiritual awakening. Or at least maybe even ascension process, spiritual awakening. Okay. Others, you're actually going to be tapping into new potentials. Or, I guess you could say better utilizing potentials. Like I said, learning to read the manual. But how that changes is very quiet. It's not drastic, loud, sudden, do or die, notable change. No, it's actually very quiet. It's the small moments, the little emotions, the little flashes of joy. You start chasing it. You start noticing it. You start paying attention to the connections. Some of you will be able to see things very clearly. You'll be able to navigate a little bit quicker. So that's going to vary from person to person. But those that are reviewing things in hindsight, your greatest change is actually the small moments. It's why you don't notice it so much. Why it might actually sneak up on you, as it were. Like I said, it's not a loud energy. It's a quiet one. It's a gentle one. And it's one that moves towards peace. Peace normally isn't noisy. It's quiet. Alright, what else for the unexpected before we move on? And that went right onto the floor. Hold on. Throne. Your potential is endless. I told you, you're the egg. You're tapping into potentials. Gold, you don't need someone else to fix you. No, you can do that yourself. This time is just you being given the opportunity to do that yourself. Remember, you show up and part of the reading as the Queen of Wands. You are your own sovereign. You're capable of this. You have your own power to do so. Doorway. All you have to do is walk through. It's your choice. You're just given the time to figure it out. The opportunity. You're given the doorway. Potential. Okay. Certain potentials. Doorway. Opportunities. Okay. Yeah, some of that is awakening or going through a dark night of the soul. Some of you are going to, as a new potential, have gifts that are going to start showing up. Or increase in power, either or. They're reiterating to me. Increase in power. Okay. All right. New moons are always interesting. It's time to readdress stuff, but it can often be a mixed bag, and that's what we're seeing here. So, reminders for my Lovelace for this new moon before we close the reading. Okay. Resilience. Yes, you have the power and you can do it. You just have to keep on going. Don't give up. And don't think that your happiness lies in the past or in the future. You can get to the future while enjoying the present. Things in the past that were quite so happy doesn't mean it's the end just because you may feel like you're overburdened now, overtaxed. Instead, lighten your load, find your joy. Wisdom. Gratitude, yes. I mentioned this earlier. We have so much to be thankful for. Nourishment and the path. And here we see another portal, another gateway. We learn to talk better to ourselves. We learn to remother ourselves or reparent ourselves, to find more joy and connection in the present moment. That very much sounds like a key. Whether that's a key to a new vibration or a much needed vibration. Needed vibration. Pointing out the books that this person is standing on. Okay, so yeah. Key to knowledge. Much to learn. There's much more out there than what we perceive. Learning to read the manual. Yeah. Learn more about life, about yourself, about how you connect or don't connect, where you connect. Learning to read the manual. There you go. Beaver. Creating from scratch. Bee. Extract the honey of life. Bison. Abundance all around. Mouse. Attention to detail. Otter. Sharing with pleasure. Turtle. Wise stability. And armadillo. Self-protection mode. Remember they said you were the egg. And you are protected. Oh. Protected while you actually learn to read the manual. Yes. Learn to find joy and connection. Happiness and abundance. I wonder what pathway this leads down for you. We had doorway. So some of you actually might just be clearing out maybe a couple mental blockage till you tap into major abundance, karmic abundance. Others of you, like I said, You might be flowing more with universe, going through spiritual awakening, but you're still in that cocooned egg state, so you haven't hatched yet. Have earth, friendship, and gifts. Funny. I wanted to read this as earthly gifts and then befriending afterwards and read them out of order. That's okay. Mention about you not ready to hatch. Instead, you have to learn how to befriend your own gifts. Learn how to befriend yourself. And let's face it, for those of us that have, a life and soul purpose that do pertain to certain aspects of gifts, potentials, you have to learn how to befriend yourself, how to befriend others, how to use those gifts wisely, especially if they're gifts that entail other people. If you are a empath or any other form of healer, you usually have to understand different facets of the human psyche, the emotional body, the physical body, etc., the spiritual body, in order to get all the nuances, in order to execute those gifts. And we can only meet people as deeply as we have met ourselves. And most of us that are healers can only heal others as deeply as we've also healed ourselves. You can't pour from an empty cup. Okay. And that seems to be some of the pathway we saw in our overall energy. We can choose to take it or not, to accept or not, to walk through the doorway. The doorway's there, but it's only going to stay open. I take it from if we learn how to read the manual and follow the criteria enough to walk through it. But for now, we're presented with the opportunity. Alright, my lovelies, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I do have the decks listed in the description box down below. And after all, this is a general reading. Please take what resonates, leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching. And, throw me a comment in the comment section or a big thumbs up if you've resonated with the reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye.